And now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And here we go. The Super Bowl of Madden Ultimate Team is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry for Doug Martin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 30 yards there.
And that's definitely the way you get things started. That's the way it was drawn up in the locker room, in pregame, and everything. And they got it done right away, running the ball for a big game.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. On first down, Rodgers escaping the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And that'll bring up second down.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up fourth down. So on fourth down, here's the veteran left-footed punter Donnie Jones to kick it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. The play clock's running down. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
3 yards to go on second down. Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. It's caught on the right side. Williams. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it's a second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
To go here on second down. Here's a give to Miller. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Nine yards to go. It's 3rd down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Here's Rodgers. He's got his man. It's Williams. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
They were full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
A really nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. Fresh set of downs here. Now a play fake here on first down. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. The offense lining up 1st and 10. Time running out here on the play clock. Back to the ground, Peterson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Play clock winding down. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, and they've got it here with a first down. They'll run for it with Peterson. And they'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Adrian Peterson taking it in from a yard out. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. The play clock's running down. Rodgers will throw for it. That's caught. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Danny Amendola on the return. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And last time out they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over,
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance, because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover, and wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it. It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion, and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerry Hughes in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. Well, the offense does cover this one, but back inside their own 5-yard line.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. And they'll be set up with great field position as this is going to be touchdown right at the 40-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now it's the Chiefs' all-time leading rusher. It's Jamal Charles on the carry. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Terrence Williams, a 16-yard touchdown. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And it's 15-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Rodgers now to throw. He's going to let this one go deep, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off. It's the Pro Bowl corner. Joe Hayden with it. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. And they're going to speed things up here. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's Williams. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did. Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Throwing is Rodgers. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 2 yards to go here on 3rd down. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Greg Olsen. A 20-yard touchdown. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And this play is going nowhere fast as he goes down. That one might need to go back to the drawing board as they fail on the 2-point try. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he'll go down at the 2-yard line. What a disaster there. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And not great starting field position here for the offense. Here's Martin as they begin on the ground. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. They set up the screen to Martin. And he's brought down after a good gain. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Going up top. And that is incomplete. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we send you across the country to Orlando, standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And, Charles, this is one of those inexcusable special teams penalties, an out-of-bounds kickoff. Pressure, pressure, pressure. Sometimes errors occur because of situations. Miller, the lone setback. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to loft one deep. And this is taken in at the 5. A big play there for the Niners. 58 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch. And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Lamar Miller taking it in from 2 yards out. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. They'll need to get the play off quickly. And with a play clock at 3, we're going to get a timeout called from the sideline as they'll burn the first of their allotted 3. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. Rodgers will throw for it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Oh, boy, rubbing a little salt in the wound there, going for 2 up this big. You know, there's one time when I played, Brandon, and played against a team that was just absolutely pile driving us. And they ended up going for 2 late in the game. And I asked one of the guys, why'd you do that? He said, because we wanted to win by more. That feels like that type of situation. Wow. Well, could also result in a melee later, though. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2. Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time. How many plays do you script coming out of the second? Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. They come up in an offset eye. They run it again with Martin. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And off comes to Martin. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. It's an 8-yard pickup, and all of a sudden here it's third down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And Barnage has it on the right side. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Rodgers with a keeper. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
It seems like, and it is a gamble on their side of the field, but they have supreme confidence in picking it up on a quarterback sneak. You can just feel it from this team.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They come out here in the eye. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. Here we go on 1st and 15. They'll try and run with their fullback. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 4 yards there on the carry. Gets it back to 2nd and 11.
Good solid gain on first down. About what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Baldwin with it over the middle. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. Now, this will be the 9th play on this drive. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And this seemingly endless drive continues. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing now is Rodgers. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And a cut to the sideline. A big play there for the Niners. 48 yards. So a spectacular run, but not his career long that he had of 97. That was December 14, I believe. 97 yards. That's obviously why they run the type of sprints they run in the offseason. Longer than that to build up the lung capacity. 97 yards, I'm exhausted. It's a gain of 17 that time. And it'll be first down 49ers. So they're operating in the red zone.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the...
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
There's no doubt.
Do you hear that? Do you hear that?
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
Going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Time running out here on the play clock. They'll look to throw. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Caught left side, it's Barnage. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's got time in the pocket. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And Damon10's breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Now in desperation, and got his man complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Rodgers will throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
Well, partner, since this new two-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
And the 49er hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right.
319 over here. Line left. Switch. 319.
Rodgers throwing here. Caught right side is Jeffrey. And he's brought down after a good game. 23 yards on the play. And now they're in the hurry up. Rodgers now to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. So they're going to go for 2. They'll let Charles try and get him in. And he is not going to get to the goal line. And for the first time here this afternoon, they are thwarted on the 2-point conversion. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was locked. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now this time Rodgers will throw. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on this ball game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.
draw. Hard to admit that I used to draw. Portraiture in a human form. Doodle of a two-headed unicorn. It was soothing. Moving his arm in a fusion of man-made tools and amused him beyond even if it went beautifully wrong. It was tangible truth for a youth who refused to belong. No name nuisance. Who's in a bedroom? Who's in a brand new cuneiform? Barely commune with the horde. Got a whole grayscale ungluing his world. Might zone amp to the yap of the magpie. Unseen hand dragging his graphite. Cross contour, little bit of backlight. Black ink after a Bristol to baptize. You can imagine a rush that ensue when you get 3 dimensions stuffed in a 2. Then it's off to a school where it's all you get to. Being trained and observed by a capable few. Back in New York by peeps and a dog in a 2-bedroom doing menial jobs. Plus rhyming and stealing and being a clod. Distractions, freedom, a rod. I left some years of giving a light. I left some will the spirit away. I let my fears materialize. I let my skills deteriorate. Horn about a thought of what I should have been. Continuing a mission that was rooted in a 20-year affinity.
Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game. And you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And here we go. The Super Bowl of Madden Ultimate Team is underway. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll bring it a few past the 20. To the 23-yard line. Blunt, the lone running back. And they'll give it to him here. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Give the tackle there to Morgan Burnett. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
On third down, Winston going deep here for Allen. And this throw will be intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And he'll get this. We are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And here we go. The Super Bowl of Madden Ultimate Team is underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back.
Ground. This is Derrick Henry. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 14 there, and it'll give him the first down.
It should go without saying that anytime you run the football well and gain a nice chunk of yardage, that means the offensive line did their job and did it really well. But let's give them a little more credit than that, because all week long, offensive line meetings, they're going over adjustments, counters, when they line shifts, all those things that go along with it. And yet, you still have to be physical. And that's what they did on the first play.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target. And it'll bring up third down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Here's Carr to throw. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. 7 yards on the play. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They'll run for it with Henry. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. It's a pickup of 17 there. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. So it'll be first down here after the run. They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up the play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
A very solid gain of 27.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
And now a first down following that long gain. Derrick Henry. And nothing doing. He eventually taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and that brings up 4th down.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
It's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Fielded about a yard deep. Stiff-armed him. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Play clock winding down. A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
3rd down and 5. Now Rodgers. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. He's at the 30. Touchdown! Greg Olsen, 77 yards. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. So many times you think of these tight ends catching the ball already in the end zone. But today's tight end, they can run after the catch, too, to score.
They're big, they're strong, and they're extremely athletic. And they can surprise the heck out of you when they get the ball in their hands and they're running away from the defense.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah,
right?
a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. first down carry for Henry. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now a play fake here on first down. Caught on the right side, Reed. And all the way in from a touchdown. Jordan Reed, 44 yards. And his guys are going to retake the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for... is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Miller, the lone setback. Rodgers going to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target. 3rd down here.
Give him credit for batting it away, but unable to come up with the interception. And sometimes that joke does come true. Guys are on defense for a reason. Maybe their hands aren't quite as skillful as the guys on offense, but a lot of credit on that play for just knocking it away.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Pulled in at the 24. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now back out comes the offense. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
To throw his car. Try to lay one up deep. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And what a big-time play there. And even 40 yards. They come out here in the eye. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Again, it's Henry. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Give to Henry, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on 3rd down. Now Carr into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro linebacker. It's Von Miller. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Now this offense ready to take over again. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The big fella. And touchdown. Jimmy Graham in the final seconds of the first half. And his guys have once again taken the lead. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot.
And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The final shot here before half for Carr. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this 3rd quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. 1st down, here's a run with Peterson. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
In the red zone this time. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. To throw, it's Rodgers. His pass caught at the 4. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
The play clock's running down.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
And, partner, when you run the ball on 3rd and 2, you're telling the whole world you've got nothing but confidence in your offensive line and your runner, and you expect to get it. But they were stuffed on that play. Only got 1 yard. Great job by the defensive front, the linebackers, everyone got involved and forced a 4th down.
So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal.
Well, remember, they could get the first down without getting the touchdown. And he's able to fight all the way down to the 2-yard line. So it's a big conversion there on 4th down. And now they'll get 4 more shots from there.
From the 2-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
They come out here in the eye. On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Rodgers to throw on 3rd. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Jimmy Graham. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. They go play action here on 1st down. And complete on the right side to Bennett. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing his Carr on third down. Surveying the field. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now fourth down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
He's got time. Looking deep downfield. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, it's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
There are men, and there are giants.
Bass and stills in the building, flash the camera. I'ma drop the hammer. Things done changed the hip-hop since I let Bobby out the slammer. Hip-hop start on the East Coast and then move west down to Bama. I'ma bring it back to New York. Hold on, then throw your hands up. Pass me a cup of the in the club with the juice and the get bent out. Then I'ma slide with it to my ride and head up to my penthouse. Oh, I'm not trying to take it slow. Working hard, caking dough. Open up 24. We striving for that goal.
I'll stop for nothing. I will play this game that's so easily started. Not so easily everything is shaking through the walls. 'Cause we are giants. Heart of David, you know it takes just
Charles and I set for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as we get a peek some of the stars in today's game. Well, will they be stars? Will you be a star? We'll find out. Let's play. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And here we go. The Super Bowl of Madden Ultimate Team is underway. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll cut it to the left sideline. And he's into the clear. Touchdown. A great play there. 73 yards. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. The first play from scrimmage? Some of these people haven't even taken their seat.
That's what is commonly known as a fast start. That's what my horse racing friends would say. They caught a flyer out of the gate. And guess what? They're in the lead now.
It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They come out here in the eye. Time running out here on the play clock. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller looking to find. The lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Here's Rodgers to throw. He's got his man. It's Williams. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that third down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
Third time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on third, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
Rodgers now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
So 2nd and 10 here. Play clock winding down. Now Rodgers. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. And now another one thrown incomplete. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. Now 4th down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And able to find Graham. Complete. Give him 18 yards on that one. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. A first down carry now for Miller. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. About them just taking it big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down. On 2nd down, Williams. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Now Rodgers. Taking a shot here for Marshall. He's got a man complete. And that goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or 2 in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
On first down, Rodgers. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
And his throw here's incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Rodgers now to throw. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down.
All right, let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys. Because the offense...
Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Rodgers to throw on second down. Going for the deep ball. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And a return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. And now the 49er offense ready to go and getting back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So they just got the football on an interception. They almost gave it right back the same way.
And, you know, when you look over to the bench after that type of a play, number one is pure relief. Didn't give it up. But it's not the coach you're worried about yelling at you. It's those guys on defense who just intercepted the pass who want to break over there. Hey, take care of the football, man.
Give him 6 on the play. And just like that, it's third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Here's Rodgers, and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away, and it's second down. So the D-line's going to spread out. And the play clock's running down. Rodgers will try again on second down. Green's got it over the middle. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football. Fresh set of downs here. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Rodgers now on first down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be a second down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimum gain.
And again, it's Rodgers. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. DeAndre Hopkins, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. Lamar Miller. And this play is not going to work. He stopped short of the goal line, and this will remain a 7-6 ball game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now back out comes the offense. They begin the drive with Williams. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 on the pickup there. And it's good enough for a first down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, in that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown. Williams, 63 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter.
And got his man complete. A gain of 35 that time. And that leads to a San Francisco first down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
That was good coverage, but it was an even better catch. Great job by both of them, but only one of them ultimately was the winner coming down with the football.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more.
Hey, we got to get this stop. Watch the
On second down, here's Rodgers. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. It'll be a gain of 11, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. And quickly, they get to the line.
319.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. On the sneak, Rodgers. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
For those vertically challenged quarterbacks, here's a time where they will tell you it's an advantage to be a little bit on the smaller side. Able to duck in behind their offensive line and stick the ball across the imaginary yellow line for a first down.
Hey, 4 down. Over here. 319.
Now this time Rodgers will throw. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off, and nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. 5. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get a 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. Rodgers with a keeper. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
I know they didn't get it, but I kind of like the call. 2nd and inches, go right to the quarterback sneak. Normally, that should be executed better, shouldn't it?
I'm going to disagree with you. I don't like the call. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there as time expires in the first half. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the 3rd quarter?
But he will not get the 2. And never mind, Larry. These two teams apparently anxious to get back at it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is
I'm
doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. And we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter. What the defense throws at them, they feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Brown, the lone receiver left. Now a play fake here on first down. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. And all the way in for the touchdown. Delaney Walker, 41 yards. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. And nowadays in NFL football, you have to account for all the receivers, sure, but the tight end's such a weapon, and they prove it right there.
Oh, without a doubt. And we're seeing now the golden age of tight ends catching the football. I go back to Kellen Winslow. To me, he was the prototype of what we're seeing today. We're seeing it each and every week now.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Have to give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. They were prepared. Ordinarily, when they take the big shot downfield to the big guy, that's usually a mismatch that the offense is used to winning. But the preparation showed for the defense, and they were able to bat it away.
So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Here's Rodgers. And the third down pass falls incomplete.
So the defense.
And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. Call it an even 20 yards on the pickup. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. Rodgers now on 1st down. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he's taken down deep in their territory. Now, hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Again, they'll throw with Rod. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Wilkins, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers get a score closer. Throwing now is Ryan. And now here's another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now this offense ready to take over again. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They run it again with Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Second down following the run. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Jerry Hughes on the stop.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here's Rodgers to throw. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's brought down after a good gain. A big 30-yard play on third. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam to the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
Back now here in Santa Clara as we've got the final quarter upon us. We get ready to start the 4th. Brown, the lone receiver, left. On 3rd down, here's Williams. What a move. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
Good, solid, strong run that not only gets him a nice chunk of yardage, but takes the clock under 4 minutes. And now they're going to play situational football. How many timeouts does the opposition have left? How many runs do they need to call to make sure they bleed out those timeouts? But even more importantly, mentally right now, they hold the advantage. They probably have them at the verge of breaking. And what they want to do is finish them off.
Ball spotted at the 4. It's 2nd and goal. Gurley. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to...
And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Odell Beckham, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is taken at the 3. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Rodgers again here on second. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Melvin Ingram. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep. One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Second and goal to go now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably doing play action since you ran it twice.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in from 4 yards out. As capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now Prater to add the PAT. Another attempt now from 5 yards further back. No, and the increased distance may have cost him there, as it is no good. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
And Olsen over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's a give to Miller. Again the stiff arm.
That's going to leave a mark.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. the practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Brown, the lone receiver, left. Now a play fake here on first down. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys. When they get into film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. Where was the breakdown that almost allowed a touchdown?
And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down. On the counter, here's Williams. Williams loses the football. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is...
And my goodness, another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
Put away your inhibitions. Let the beast in you just get loose. We all young, wild, and different. We can all get hit from a little. I know you're terrified by what the future lies, but there's no compromising. It's my way or the highway. We all just slave to lust, heart building, breaking trust. Don't get wild when we come out, like don't get loud when the come out. That's instant. Give up what your friends think. Tell they bougie, go wait in line with them lame. Talking real rap, tell them break your neck, go and bust a rhyme. Going down, pass it around, hey. Roll with me now, we running wild, hey. And nobody can, we on the town, hey. Never come down, I never come down. Lose it. I might lose it. Lose it. I might lose it.
Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And here we go. The Super Bowl of Madden Ultimate Team is underway. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Graham slotted out to the left. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Going to drop this off to McCoy, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard. Rodgers to throw on second down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DM.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. In motion is the tight end, Graham. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. Going deep now for Decker. And this is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Now it's Rodgers. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. He was looking for Matthews that time, and it's second down.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
That'll give them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on first down.
And he will take it in for the touchdown. Jordan Matthews, 25 yards for the touchdown. And his guys have taken a first quarter lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. But that was well executed.
Time running out here on the play clock. They'll try the sneak, and he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now San Diego getting set to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Rodgers now on first down. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he's brought down. Give him 11 on the gain there. And the Chargers are going to have a first down.
They completed the screen, but one of the things you worry about is can the quarterback get rid of the ball before he's actually tackled? So your offensive linemen have to hold up the rushers a little bit because you want to make sure you keep your guy's jersey clean throughout the game.
They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Von Miller in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Now a play fake. Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll let it go deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for San Diego. And even 40 yards.
Of course we think of Aaron Rodgers as a pocket passer, but you and I both know this guy's a pure athlete. He can get outside and make plays with his legs as well.
And I showed it right there, outside of the pocket and on the money. Backing up. He's going to take it, and he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 37 yards. And his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Now Rodgers, and unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And here now the offense heading back out there. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. The Pro Bowler, Chris Harris, is in on the tackle.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster. It all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Simple slant route, and part of a really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Sacramento football here to begin the second, and they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
2nd and just 1. Shift together here from the D-line. Play clock winding down. On 2nd down, Peterson. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And here we go on 1st and goal. They'll run with Peterson. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
I know Adrian Peterson can run away from you in the open field, but he is not a guy that shies away from contact in goal line situations.
And this close to the goal line, they may turn to him again. They come out here in the I. Second and goal from the 1. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's third and goal at the 1.
And that's the problem with putting a bigger personnel package in. A lot of times it makes it hard to find space. And now you're looking at third and goal.
They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Lamar Miller taking it in. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
And they will line up now for the 2-point try. Rodgers will throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. This one's caught. And it stretches their lead up to 8. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now San Diego getting set to go. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab out. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to San Diego after this timeout. First down, Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down. And they're going to speed things up here. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football. Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Graham slotted out to the left. Here's Rodgers to throw. Forced out to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Eric Decker, the intended target. And it's fourth down.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. In motion is the tight end, Graham. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They'd have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
defense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Miller, the lone setback. To throw is right. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety, Cam Chancellor. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And now San Diego getting set to go. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he slides to avoid the hit. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Throwing now is Rodgers. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
26.
They come out here in the eye.
Easy. Go. Box it.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Aaron Rodgers with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. So they're going to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Flush to his right. He's going to run again. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And he'll lose yardage. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. He's going to air one out. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
26.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he's brought down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. In motion is the tight end, Graham. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go. Looking for Decker, and it's intercepted. And how about this? It's the other Brandon Marshall that picks it off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And now back out comes the offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. Okay, LR, we are indeed all even as these teams come back out for the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll run with Miller, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
Matthews, the intended target, and it's third down. Offense needs 11. Have to think pass here on third down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Rodgers now to throw. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Deep drop. He's going to air one out. And it's caught. Touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 53 yards. And his guys are going to take the lead. Well, that was the fly route for a touchdown, and since he caught that one and scored it, I got to tell the story. Before the game, we were standing there. He was running deep routes, dropped one. It bounced up and just hit me right in the gut, and I said, come on, man, but there was no drop.
Yeah, you okay now?
I'm good.
All right,
I'm good.
We got the ice pack up here. You're just fine. What I loved about it was the subtlety of the route because everyone knows he's fast. They're going to play him for that route first and foremost, but sometimes it's a head fake. It's varying your speed off the line of scrimmage. It's giving the defensive back different angles to think about. Is he going inside? Is he going outside? And then, as you noted, he just took off past him. Oops, there he goes again.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On play action, now Rodgers rolling to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Hughes in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on third down. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And 4th down coming up.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. And he finds Jimmy Graham. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now a 1st down carry here from McCoy. And he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think,
man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A big play there for San Diego. 45 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
They go play action here on 1st down. Decker's got it for a San Diego touchdown. Eric Decker from 4 yards out. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball, the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands, downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now this offense ready to take over again. They come out here in the I. They start the drive with Peterson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
One of the toughest things for an offensive lineman to learn is the ability to get in space and hit people who are moving targets. And linebackers are not easy ones to hit because they know how to move, juke, and make you miss. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A nice play for the defense.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Rodgers now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Rodgers going to throw. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. The play clock's running down. Now it's Miller. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, to be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. To throw is Rodgers. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Rodgers to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
And Godot's kick is right through. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Now then, it's a big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th. But, Charles, there is still time left for a final drive.
Brandon, you know they would have liked to take the clock down just a little bit further, at least under a minute or so, but this one's not over yet, especially since they just need a field goal.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now San Diego getting set to go. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock, so tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Here's McCoy. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they timed it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot it.
They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Eric Decker was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Damon10's, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. They have the 3-point lead. Defense did their job. Now, late game. Although it looks good, you know the coaches, they haven't counted this as a victory yet.
I agree with you totally. Big applause for the defense, but no one is taking their headset off on the sidelines. They don't believe this game is over. The offense has to close this one out by taking care of the football.
And they'll try to close it out now. Lamar Miller, the 30. And he cuts it back right, and he's got a crease. And touchdown. Lamar Miller, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And, you know, winning is good for all the obvious reasons. But if for nothing else, it makes tomorrow's film session a little more palatable, doesn't it?
Oh, indeed it does. Sometimes it helps you in the grading because the coaches will look at it, and if it's a borderline play for you, if you won the game, you might get a plus in your column instead of a minus.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Join the discussion on Twitter at EA Sports_MUT. With that, we say so long from San Diego.
Reset the roof.